Hi, welcome to feedmeatcollege.com. Today we are going to do Mom's Simple Meatloaf. Remember, this site is designed to help you prepare some home-cooked meals while you're away at school. You don't have to live on tacos and pizza every single day. This is some good comfort food, cold winter night, you don't have to venture out. You have this in the refrigerator or in the freezer. Simple to do and you'll really enjoy it. Like I said, today we're doing meatloaf. I have roughly about 2 pounds of ground beef. You can use ground turkey if you want. You can use ground pork. You can mix some ground pork in with the ground beef. But today we're just going to stick with ground beef. So I said about 2 pounds. I'm just going to put that into a bowl. Before we get too far, we should preheat our oven. I want it to be about 350 because this is going to take about an hour to cook in a 350 degree oven. Okay, by the time we get this mixed up, the oven will be ready to go. We're going to need an onion, and I'm going to show you how to slice up an onion without chopping up your fingers. This is a Vidalia onion. The Vidalia onions are a little on the sweeter side. I don't like just the regular plain onions. These are great onions. Usually you can find them in just about any grocery store. Cut the onion in half, then simply slice down on the onion like this. Then cut across the onion like this. Not all the way through, about 3/4 through the onion. Then place your fingers, turn your fingers down like this, put the knife blade up against your knuckles, and then just simply slice down on the onion. And there you have your chopped onion. When you get towards the end, just turn it over, chop up the remaining. Just remember to tuck your fingers under and you won't cut your fingers. Okay, there's our onion. We're just going to put that in the bowl. And we're going to add a little bit of celery. I like celery because it has a nice crunch to it. And you can throw just about anything you want in here. If you have some mushrooms, you could chop up some mushrooms and put them in there. Throw some hot peppers in there if you want to throw some jalapenos in there. Again, put your knuckles, turn your knuckles in, your knife blade up against your knuckles, and then just follow the celery down. Add in there. Okay. Now we want to season this a little bit. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce is great. Just eyeball it. Fresh ground black pepper. You should pick up one of these, keep it in your kitchen. Makes a difference. Again, you can pick these up in just about any grocery store. You don't have to get a real big one. They sell smaller ones. This one will probably last you the whole year. And I like pepper. Okay. Some salt. This is sea salt. Again, you can pick this up in just about any grocery store, or you can get kosher salt. I wouldn't use just regular table salt. Give it a good shake. Okay. We're almost done. We are going to need 1 egg. And a few breadcrumbs, cracker crumbs, whatever you might have. This is actually cornbread stuffing. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. And give it a good mix. Like I said, throw whatever you want in here. Be creative. If I had some jalapeno peppers, I'd throw a little bit of that in there. Rinse my hands off. I almost forgot my secret seasoning. Uncle Dougie's Grub Rub. Now, this has some garlic powder in it, some red pepper in it, and sometimes I'll throw just regular garlic in here too. But we're keeping it simple. We're just going to use the powder right now. Okay, the only other thing that you need is a baking dish. Now in this baking dish, I'm just going to put a dab of oil and just spread this around in the dish. Just take my hand and just spread it around in here. And then we're just going to take our meatloaf and form it into a loaf and pop it right in. And spread it around here a little bit like that. And there you go. One more thing. On the top, we are going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce. You can use ketchup if you want, but we're going to use a little barbecue sauce. Give this a nice coat on the top. And there you go. Put this in this 350-degree oven. And in an hour, you'll have a delicious meatloaf. Okay, our meatloaf should be done. It's been in there for over an hour. Give it a look here. Oh yeah, looking pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drain a little bit of that grease that you see in there off. Then we can just put this up here to sit for a few minutes while we finish our dinner. Now what will go with meatloaf? Well, mashed potatoes. You know, it's sometimes a lot of work to make mashed potatoes. So how about some rice? Some yellow Spanish rice. Very flavorful, very simple to make. All you need to do, put some water to boil, roughly 2 cups. And call for a little bit of margarine or oil. I'm using olive oil, which I think is much better than margarine. And all we need to do, dump the yellow rice in here, give it a stir, just let that back come up to a simmer for a few minutes. And then I also just made some corn. Okay, I got the lid off the corn. So we just have some fresh boiled sweet corn. We'll plate this up here in a few minutes and be ready to eat. Okay, there we have our meatloaf dinner. Very simple to make. Took about an hour for the meatloaf, maybe 10-15 minutes for the rice. Corn was very simple to make. Just put in a pot of cold water, let it come to a boil. You're going to have plenty of meatloaf left over, put in the refrigerator, like I said, for a late night snack. And it was a very inexpensive dish to make. Probably, I would say, in the neighborhood of $8 for everything here. So, enjoy. See you again.